Yes. Good morning, students. Welcome to the session. Right. Students, we'll continue with the yesterday's session, then followed by the verb chapter. I'll continue with that. Yesterday, I think, open the book, please. Open the book page number, please. Right? Yeah. So, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Diaz, good morning. Jadi Arjun, good morning. Some students who have joined today or yesterday, you just be calm. Don't embarrass yourselves. Classes will be provided. Definitely classes will be arranged. And when and how, they will let you know. The admin will let you know. Just to be calm and be cool in the class. That's all. Even if you don't understand, you just try to understand. That's all. Okay. You will be given fresh classes again. Yes. Shankareshwari, good morning. Good morning. Anil, good morning. Abhijit, good morning. Ranit, very good morning. Good morning. Ankur, good morning. Geetika, very good morning. Good morning. Mohammed, good morning. Bhaskar, good morning. Ashish, good morning. Ashutosh, very good morning. Shivani, good morning. Bosle, good morning. Anusha, good morning. Who don't have books, sir? What shall I do now? Those students who don't have books. I think whether you have not opted or books have to be there. I don't know. Update about offline classes. So far, they have not. I myself have not inquired about it. I will inquire and I'll let you know, please, tomorrow. Something about offlines, like how, whether they are going to start. Anyway, government has given permission to stay, but I don't know whether what the pros and cons. It has not come to my notice. Right? Okay. Right. Good morning, Anisha. Good morning. Bali, good morning. Anisha, good morning. Arpit, good morning. Manikanta, good morning. Everybody. Mohit, good morning. Gautami, very good morning. Jayalakshmi, good morning. Yeah, someone told me that yes. Good morning. Okay, opted for books not yet delivered. Yesterday also I informed them. They said that, sir, we are forwarding everybody. I think maybe very shortly you will get the books, please. If students, one or two, those who have not got it, definitely you will get it. Deepa, very good morning. Right. Good morning. Right, buddy. Right now. Here we go. Yeah, just it's okay. One or two students, those who don't have the books, just listen to me. That's enough. And once you get the books, the page numbers have been given to you, and you can work accordingly. Please, right. Yesterday we have seen page number 15. I think science and subject we have seen. Right. If you come to page number 16, please, just a quick brush up through the book. Right, page number 16, symbol and meaning. Now you see there, page number 16, symbol and meaning. Dove symbolizes peace, flag symbolizes a nation, peacock is the symbol of a pride, sphinx is a symbol of a mystery. Suppose if you go to Egypt and all, like I think the head is of a lion and the body is of maybe horse, such kind of ones that is called, right, very good. Now number 17, page number. Gesture and meaning. Gesture, you nod your head is a sign of agreement. You smile means it is enjoyment. So yesterday we have done that. Yes, I think definition also we have done. 18, page number 19, unit of calculation we have done. Unit of measurement, that is okay, right. 20, vicious cycle, that is cause and effect, also have been done. 26 students, like specimen and kind, means example and category we say. 26, specimen and kind, example and category. Ant is an example of insect. Just as a chair is an example of furniture, rat is an example of rodent. Ode is an example of a poem. Right, students, now. So therefore, botanist is an example of a scientist. A violinist is an example of a musician. So these are all what we call a specimen and kind, or sometimes we say example and category. 22 page number 27, synonyms. Sometimes I told you, right, students, like now you find their kind is to benevolent, just as huge is to enormous. So kind and benevolent are synonyms of each other, we should say. You just as huge and enormous are synonyms of each other. So please go through these synonyms, right? Okay, right. Then 23, synonym variants. So what is synonyms and what is synonym variants? Synonym means maybe adjective, verb. Last time I told you, right? Synonym variants means sometimes it can be noun and adjective, verb and adjective. Okay, right it is now. For example, you see courageous. Courageous is adjective and boldness is noun. So adjective and noun. So imaginative, creativity. One is adjective and one is what we call it as noun, students, like now. So courageousness is an adjective while boldness is a noun. Because there are two different parts of speech. They are not strictly speaking synonyms of each other, even though they have synonymous connotations. So sometimes you need to look into. So a courageous person shows boldness, we say, just as an imaginative person shows creativity. So that is synonym variants. Next one, page number 24. Page number 24, antonyms, please. Antonyms. Yeah, dark, bright, real, imaginary. So what do you say? Dark and bright are antonyms of each other. Real and imaginary are antonyms of each other. So expect sometimes in the form of analogical questions, you may get what? Antonyms also, students, like now. Antonym variants means different parts of speech. So uninterested, curiosity, healthy is to illness. So the words uninterested and curiosity are antonyms. That is how we need to work out, students. Number 26, page number 26. 31, number 31, degree of intensity. Means degree of intensity means both are synonyms, but one word is more powerful than the other in usage. For example, you see liking is to loving. Brightness is to brilliance. Loving is a heightened form of liking. Brilliance is a heightened form of brightness, students, like. So that is how sometimes the same meanings, but one word is more powerful than the other. Number 27, page number 32, number pleasant and unpleasant forms of a quality, or sometimes I call it as a desirable and undesirable forms. Certain words are desirable means positive. Certain words are undesirable means negative. So pleasant, positive, unpleasant, negative words. Let us see now some of them. Frugality is to miserliness. Yesterday I told you frugal means economical. And miser means it's a negative word, like. So one word is pleasant to hear, the other word is unpleasant to hear now. Self-confidence is good, but being arrogant is undesirable. So miserliness is an undesirably heightened form of frugality, just as arrogance is an undesirably heightened form of self-confidence. There's one more example bottom there. You love somebody, it's very good. Yeah, I too say, you love somebody, it's good. But you get infatuated to somebody, it is undesirable. Not infatuation based, no infatuation. That is emotional love. It will not work out, students, like. Emotional love is of no value, is of no good. Loving somebody with pure heart, yes, do you love parents, you love your brothers, you love your neighbors, that is very good, like. Infatuation means extreme love towards somebody without any reason. If he does not love me, I will cut my hand. You cut your hand, very good. If she doesn't love me, I will fall down from 3/4 building. Fall down, at least population will reduce, man, very good. So loving is good, but infatuation is undesirable. Patriotism to the country is very good. You are patriotic towards your country. You show what we call it as, like, Your patriotic means like your love towards the nation is very good. But jingoism, sometimes being fundamentalists, jingoism means India is my country, I love my country, it's very good. But Americans are idiots, Britons are fools. Such kind of an attitude is called jingoistic attitude, we say. Everyone in the world is God created people, everyone is good. Okay, right. So therefore, that is undesirable. Jingoism undesirable, students like. So therefore, sometimes you need to work out like that. So infatuation is an undesirable heightened form of love. Jingo is an undesirably heightened form of patriotism, sometimes we say. So good. 33 pleasant and unpleasant forms of an action. This is an action there. You see there? Example, you listen to somebody, it's very good. You listen to my lecture, very nice. Eavesdrop, secretly listening to someone's conversation. Undesirable place. We Indians have that habit. If both of them are talking, you want to listen to their conversation. No place. You quote from a book a few lines, it's very good. Because when we write our dissertations, when we write our thesis, when we present our what we call the PhD papers, we quote. But you plagiarize the book. From A to Z, you copy and you write down there, bottom, by Tinti. No. This book is written by me, copyrights of mine. But you will not find my name here. You will find the institute name here because what happens, like we contribute to institute like. But this is written by me. I have these copyrights. Are you able to understand, students? So therefore, plagiarizing the book means copying someone else's ideas and considering it as yourselves. There are a lot of plagiarists. There are a lot of people who copy someone else's ideas. Like there are people who have been caught. So in future, if you are going for PhDs and all, write your own lines, please. Don't copy because there are some softwares. Earlier, professors used to correct our thesis and send us back. But these days, you have something like softwares like Turnitin. You just upload it and it will tell you your Gargar ki kahani. Where have you taken these lines? Which book you have taken these lines and all like. And so therefore, they will send back again and ask you to rewrite. So the very first attempt itself, see that you write your own sentences in future if someone is willing or wishing to go for PhD. Okay, right, students now. Good. You receive something from somebody, it's very good, but you snatch it, it is undesirable. You pat somebody and say that congrats, very good, but you strike somebody on his head and say congrats, undesirable, students. Like very good. And 29 page number, 34 number, collective nouns, which I have already hinted, few. Singer is to chorus, island is to archipelago. Chorus consists of group of singers, just as an archipelago consists of group of islands. Please read those collective nouns, please. Right? The complete collective nouns picture has been presented in the book. Page number 31, part and the whole. Yesterday we have seen room is a part of a house. Very good. Paragraph is a part of an essay, just as stanza is a part of a poem. Rung is a part of a ladder, just as spoke is a part of a wheel. So like that, you have to work out. Lot of part and whole have been raised in competitive exam, students like. Please go through them and work out, please. Number 32, page number 32, number 36, grammatical variant, sometimes grammar. I is to my. Wolf is to wolfine. My is the adjectival form of I. My, possessive adjective, I said last time. Wolfine is the adjectival form of a wolf. Children is the plural form of a child, just as oxen is the plural form of ox. Terrestrial is an adjectival form of earth, just as lunar is an adjectival form of moon. You see there, A, involving animals and birds there. Last time I told you the nature of an animal. Ursine is an adjective form of a bear. Oxen is the plural form of oxen. It's okay. Bear's characteristic feature is ursine. Dog's characteristic feature is canine. Lion, leonine. Snake, serpentine. Last time I told you. Cat, feline nature. Fox, wolfine nature. Lizard, saurian nature. Wolf, lupine nature. Cow, bovine family we say. Horse, equine nature, ox, oxen. They're all what we call as adjective, students, right? Very good. 33, after effect. What is after effect? Sequence. One follows the other. Evening is to night. Tuesday is to Wednesday. Night follows evening. Don't say evening follows night. Night is followed by what? Evening. After evening only night, right? That's the meaning there. Wednesday follows Tuesday. Please work out, students. Now, adolescence, childhood already appeared in gate. 38 definition. Again, you need to define. Sometimes words have to be defined like benediction, blessing, just as anathema, curse. Bena means good. Dictum means to say. You say something good. That is blessing. So a benediction is a religious blessing, just as an anathema. Thea, theo means God. Ana means no God, not. So without God in one's life is a curse. So an anathema is a religious curse. In other words, right? Very good. 34 students, like if you can go through that, very good. And page number 34, I have illustrated a lot of, at least almost 100. You just have to go through them and what we call it as start building the bridges, please. Aeroplane is to nose, for example, let us see ship is to pro. What is aeroplane is to nose and ship is to fro. Sir, I am unable to bridge these two pairs. Then you can come to page number 35. I already generated there. Page number. You see my work, please. The nose is the front part of an aeroplane. You will find there. Just as the pro is the front part of a ship. So 100 pairs I have given, and I have given the sentences also, link also. Please work out. The more you work out, the better you will be in a position to do the what we call analogical section, students, like now, right? Very good now. So there are a lot of 37, 36 page numbers. You can work out, please, right? Yeah, page number 39. If you can come to 39, you will find some exercises like lava is to volcano, ice is to glass, cascade is to precipice, steam is to geyser, avalanche is to ice. So lava comes out of volcano, or volcano gives out lava now. So volcano gives out lava, just as can I say glass gives out ice, precipitation gives out cascade means falls, geyser gives out steam, ice gives out avalanche. So, sir, I'm really able to find out, I'm unable to find out these kind of ones. Like you can just go to my page number 39, 40, please work out with the page number 40, 41, 41, 42, 43, you will find wonderful explanation you will find there. Answer C, defining characteristics like a volcano gives out lava, which means molten rock. Geyser means you thought a bathroom geyser, it is not a bathroom geyser, please. A geyser meaning a natural hot spring gives out to steam. You see 43, 44, 45, wonderful way of explanations I have just generated, students, like now, right? So this is how you need to work out. Okay, right. Then there are a lot of exercises also. If you can go with the exercise, I'll be able to work out with one or two exercises, students. Like if you come to this book, like page number, this book, exercise book, please. A theory book is over, now exercise book. I think one or two exercises I have generated. Page number, one or two page numbers I'll try to hint you, students. Page number 183, those students who have this book. Other books also will be okay, this book like, and other books also, analogy section, like analogy section. So supposing if I go with one of the examples of such kind of ones, like let me just see. Maybe if you look into one of the page number 182, 183, or if you have other books also, go through the content list, you will find their analogy and exercise, students, like. So the first one what I've generated is that, just a closing session, like just closing the analogy section. Like for example, I've just generated teacher, Teacher. Teacher is to certification. Just as. Examiner need not give this one also, students, like they are giving in the form of fill in the blanks also. Teacher is is to certification, just as similar to that they will give you fill in the blank like. So that also is possible like. So supposing I take expressions like A, B, C, D, students, like, for example, driver. Driver is to license. B, officer. Officer is to handcuffs. I will also upload this ones also if students don't have this one. I'm just giving an example, but let me see. Librarian is to book. Mechanic is to tool. Look at this. How to go about, students? Yesterday, I have just clearly instructed certain areas of. So the first thing is identifying the type. So the first one is what we call it as you need to identify the type of analogy, students, like type of analogy, please. Always try to look for type of analogy. Now, what do you find? Teacher is a person. Certification is nothing but qualification, person and qualification. Over. The second one, what did I say now? Bridge. Or make relationship. So what is the best relationship that I can make now? Certification is awarded to a teacher, or teacher is being given certificate. Lower your hands, please. I'll come back now. So what I find is the better way of making it, certification is awarded. Normally certificates are awarded. Certificate is awarded now. The third one is what did I say? Now, testing has to be done with test with similar linking choices. So now I am testing now. Now let us see how do I test it now. Certification is awarded to a teacher now. For example, okay, I'll write it here maybe if you want. Certification is awarded to a teacher. Just as I'm testing it now, just as license is awarded to a driver. Handcuffs, police, handcuffs is awarded to an officer. Book is awarded to a librarian. A tool is awarded to a mechanic. Testing has been done. Once the testing has been done, the fourth step is process of elimination techniques, I said now. So eliminating the most irrelevant ones, which are irrelevant ones, students, like certification is awarded to a teacher. Can I say tool is awarded to a mechanic? No. Can I say book is awarded to a librarian? Librarian keeps the track of the books, like, but not the book is awarded to a librarian. No. Can I say handcuffs is awarded to an officer? Irrelevant. But license is awarded, or license is been given to a driver. Just a certification is being given to a teacher. A license is being given to what we call it as a driver, students, like that. I just want you to go through that page number, work out. Maybe tomorrow, if time permits, I'll upload this one also, so that you can. But I want you to do this exercises, please. Page number 183, please. Next one is athlete trophy. Those students who have the book in front of you, athlete trophy. Now, athlete's goal is to seek a trophy, we say. Very easy. Athlete's goal is to seek a trophy. Can I say detective's goal is to seek a badge? Can I say presenter's goal is to seek an award? Can I say soldier's goal is to seek a medal? Bettor's goal is to seek stakes, like. The right option is soldier's goal is always to seek what we call it as a medal. Number 3, for example, oath is to promise. Heightened forms, like. Oath is the heightened form of promise, just as contract is the heightened form of agreement. So like that, students. Now, dentures, teeth. If you don't know, you know teeth at least. But dentures you don't know. At least dentist you should know. Dentures is a kind of a teeth woven on what we call it as a plastic. So dentures is a kind of a teeth, students, like woven. right? Yeah, with the plastic like that is dentures like. So can I say dentures is a kind of artificial teeth woven on a plastic? Can I say scarf is a kind of artificial head? No, you cannot say. Toupee is a kind of artificial section of hair. Fingernail is a kind of artificial hand. Eyebrow is a kind of artificial eye. No, toupee is a kind of artificial section of hair that women wear usually. Ostrich bird, example and category, you can take it as ostrich belongs to the family of a bird. Just as can I say caterpillar belongs to the family of a moth? No, caterpillar is one of the stages of the moth. Lizard belongs to the family of a frog. Bird belongs to family of a leaf. Tiger belongs to the family of a cat. Students like now, right? Wonderful. Like that, we can go as much as possible. Students like, for example, sixth one, butter is to margarine. Margarine is used as a substitute to butter, especially certain patients like, just as saccharin is used as a substitute to sugar. That's all. Right. So there are 30 questions. I don't know whether I can go with all. And a lot of gate questions have been given from page 184, 24 onwards. All are gate questions like. Please go through them. Please go through them. So if you come to 185, our gate also will ask in the form of fill in the blanks also. I have just given one fill in the blanks. You see 33, 185, 33. Universalism is to particularism, just as diffuseness is to what we call it as last time I told you specificity. So in the form of fill in the blanks also they activate. So, but if you know the method of this one, the others fill in the blanks can be easily sorted out. Students like now, very good. So maybe I'll come back to other words. Now allow me to please move, please. There are a lot of things that I need to discuss with you now, right? So this is how one has to work out, and just to see that, right? Yeah. This conditional tenses, I'll come back afterwards, but first we will go with the tenses, please. So first I will go with the tenses, then let me just look into them. Okay, right. Now conditional tenses, I'll come back afterwards, please. I've already written just so that it is easy for me to, right? Wonderful. There's a conjunction. Yesterday I told you there is one, what we call it as like answer has been found missing. It has been uploaded. You can go through that. So yesterday one of the pages was missing key. I think it is there. Yeah, this is there. Key has been given. Continuation to the conjunction chapter. Students like, okay, right, wonderful. Now this is sentence completion. I'll come back afterwards. There's nothing to explain, but a little bit of explanation is needed. I'll come back. This is nothing but the vocabulary. How? Yeah, just now I gave you, sorry, it is there already. Analogy section has been already uploaded there. Teacher is to certification. Please go through them. Just now I told athlete. Work out, please, work out. Just now I told you, yes, ostrich, it is there. Butter. Reflection. Reflection is the property of a light. Just as emotion is the property of a feeling, we don't say. Porcelain is the property of a tile, we don't say. Echo is the property of a sound. Music is the property of a tape, no. So echo is the property of a sound, we can say, students now. Eighth one, food and nourish. The purpose of food is to nourish. Just as the purpose of organ is to secrete, the purpose of fluids is to circulate, the purpose of cells is to degenerate, the purpose of antibodies is to protect. This is the answer, please. So answer. So work out like that. Work out. Yes. I don't expect me to do all these ones like shoulder is to roadway. Shoulder is a part of a roadway actually, like. Right? Shoulder is a part of a roadway. So suppose this is the road. Suppose this is the road, students like now, right? Yeah. This is the divider. Okay, this is the divider. Like sometimes the road has something like parking slots. These ones are called shoulders of the roadway. The road has a shoulder sometimes wherein you can go and rest for some time or so. Shoulder is a part of a roadway, just as margin is a part of a page. Absolutely, that is the right answer, students. Now, babble is a kind of a undesirable talk by a child. Just as chisel is an undesirable sculpt, harmonize is an undesirable sing, scribble is a kind of a what we call it as undesirable write. Yes, hint imply. Topsoil erode. When topsoil erodes, it loses its fertility. Just as with when a leather is tanned, it loses its fertility. Veneer, varnish, roast, baste. When a paint is peeled out, it loses its attractiveness. So this is the right answer. Now please go through these one, students. Now don't expect me now, right? Right. So follow my 4 rules, then accordingly, then you try to do them, right? In case of a doubt, the key also has been provided, students, like now, right? Yeah, slide 190. Yeah, from here we need to work out, students. Now, first of all, like tenses. First of all, I'll have to go through the syntax, then followed by its usage. Like, so you also have to know the syntax, then followed by its usage, students. Like, so as soon as I finish these 3 tenses, very quickly I'll just brush through that, because the chapter has been clearly mentioned in the GATE examination, students. Okay, right? So therefore, we need to work out. A table has been given, and those students who have books in front of you, I think a table also has been given in the books also. If you can go through them. Those students who have exercise, I think, yes. Page number 135, 135. This exercise book, there's a table there. There is a table there. And a theory book also has a table there. Theory book also has. Yeah, page number 209, page 209. Those students who have the books, so you can also go through the book also, students. Like now, there is a table there now. Right now, first of all, we will go through the syntax. I mean, first of all, I have to identify what is exactly present tense, what is past tense, and all like that, right? So there's a table in front of you. Please look into that, students. Now, type of sentence like simple present tense now. Okay. So how simple present tense is activated? The AV means that is active voice, and PV means passive voice. Active means you are doing the work. Passive means somebody else is doing the work for you. That is the meaning there. So let me not go too deep into active and passive voice. They have not tested much of active and passive voice, but to know is always good, like, right? So very easy. So active and passive voice, a little bit of rules also I'll be trying to talk to you, students, like now, right? Very good. Now come on, let us see now. So simple present tense, generally we activate do, does plus V1, and in the passive voice is MR plus V3 always. For example, you see that the boy kicks the football. Supposing I take the word the boy, let me take the word here now. The boy kicks the football. Now this is in the active voice. So you are going to change it into passive voice. It's very, very easy, students, like now. When you change to passive voice, identify the main verb, please, not the helping verbs. Identify the main verb. And that main verb, whether it is in the V1 or V2 or ing, whatever it is like, that will always will be changed into V3. It becomes like V3. V3 means now what has happened now? Kicked, it has happened now. That's all. Kicked. And if it is V3, it has to be preceded by always B form of the verb now. And that B form of the verb should be according to the tense of the given sentence now. Kicks is in the present tense now. So what are B forms of the present tense? Like only is, am, are. They are present tense. Okay, let us see. And the third step is that this is subject and this is what we call it as verb and this is the object. What happens when you change from active to passive voice? The object will come to the subject place and the subject will go to what we call it as the object place students now. So therefore, the football kicked, preposition has to be given like by whom, by the agent, like by the boy. Now did you understand now? By the boy now. So there is a helping verb now. Since it is in the present tense, present, the tense cannot be changed. Tense remains always unchanged students now. So the only possible thing is the football is kicked by the boy. So never change the decorum of the sentence now. I'll tell you again students now. Whenever you change from active to passive voice, try to trace the main verb first of all, please. And that main verb will change it into V3 form, preceded by an appropriate B form of the verb now. That is what I have given here now. The object will come to the subject place and the subject will go to the object place now, introducing a preposition by, because you have to say by whom the action has been done now. And that is what exactly here now, affirmative sentence now, positive sentence now. Affirmative means a positive now. You see that the boy kicks the football is kicked by the boy. Negative sentence like the boy does not. So negative means like not has to come there. So therefore does has to be there. The boy not kick the football, don't say. The boy does not kick the football. The same thing is what we call it as football is not kicked by the boy, is not kicked by the boy. Right? Now interrogative, affirmative means interrogations, like sometimes questions also will be possible. The same thing is nothing but bring the boy does here now and that is over now. Does the boy kick the football? The same thing bring is here and is the football kicked by the boy. Negative, interrogative, negative sentence like, does the boy not kick the football? Is the football not kicked by the boy? You have to master tenses, please. Some students have come to graduation and even today they don't know how to raise questions. They raise questions like this. You are coming now? You are going now? Now I don't know whether you are asking me to come or not. I don't know. That nasal sound. Going now? I don't know what is going now. What is this kind of language? Are you going? Put it in the right way. You're going now means I don't understand. What is that you're going now? Right, students now. Very good. Now come on, let us see now. So this is how the simple present tense is, what we call it as like simple present tense, like because it does not have ing, it does not have other ones. That's why it is called a simple. Why it is called simple means there is no ing form here now. So this is as it is, like the main verb has been taken into a picture here now. That's why it's called a simple. Now the next thing is, where do we activate such kind of simple present tense now? That also you should know, right? Activation is also very important. Now V1, where are you going to activate? Like for example, like he sings. I sing a song. He sings a song. He does not sing a song. Does she sing a song? Such a kind of simple present tenses, where do we activate? Which are the areas? Usage students now. Those students who have the books in front of you, the theoretical book, you will find page number 206, please. 206, usage. Usage. Usage of tenses. And I think in my book also, let me see if there is a usage of tenses. Yeah, there is. So it is also there in my book. So it is very easy. So those students who have the books, 207, please. Yes, 206. 206. Right, please. Those students who have the book, theory book, and if those students who don't have, you can just pay attention to me now. The slide number is 196F. Okay. So you also have to know it's so tomorrow an examiner will give you a sentence. And it will give you options now. Should you fill present tense? Should you fill present continuous? Or should you fill present perfect? You should know. If you don't know the usage, then how will you activate? Get has tested so many tenses. Ready? I think shall we go? Now come on, let us see now. So I have activated the syntax I have given now the what we call it as the usage of the tenses now. The use of tenses, simple present tense is activated where the simple present tense is used generally to express a habitual action base. Habitual actions. Everyday activities like he drinks tea every morning. How do you know that it is simple present tense? Because there is an expression here now. Every is there. Every day, once in a while, frequently. Such words will give you a clue that it has to be activated. Like don't activate simple present tense everywhere until and unless it is habitual action place. He drinks tea every morning. I get up every day at 5 o'clock. Every day. My watch keeps good time. Simple habitual actions or automatic actions also sometimes. Automatic actions. Both are possible, please. Automatic actions also. Ready? Get ready, please. Because I have to go with the conditional tenses also. One of the most important ones. Today, the tenses have to be done like the verb chapter, right? Yes. The simple present tense is often used with adverbs. Adverbs such as, if you find these expressions like always, never, occasionally, often, sometimes, usually, every week, on Mondays, twice a year, on Tuesdays, thrice a year, all are what we call it as habitual way of expressing. Like I go to church on Sundays, which means is he going now? No, not the present action, please. Habitual. So wonderful way of articulating this one, students. Now here we go. Number 2, to express general truth sometimes. The sun rises in the east. Honey is sweet. It is general truth. Fortune favors the brave. They are general truths, universal truths. Have to be always expressed, not in present continuous. The sun is rising means now it is rising. But if I want to say, oh, uska kaam hi hai har din, every day it rises, then I have to say the sun rises in the east, I have to say. It is now. Number 3, in exclamatory sentences beginning with the here and there are 2 words like to express what is actually taking place in the present. Generally, simple present tense is not activated. Action is going on. But with these 2 words, you're standing at the bus stop and the bus is heading towards you. Here comes the bus, which means bus is heading towards you. And there she goes. Now she is going now. Only with these 2 words, simple present tense have to be activated, students now, right? Very good. Come on, let us see now. Number 4, in vivid narrative as a substitute for the simple past. Something like substitute for the simple past. What is substitute for the simple past? A very simple explanation, students. Like now, if you go to temple and you sit there, the priest of the temple narrates stories sometimes. Maybe story of Ramayana, story of Mahabharata. Story of Ramayana is already over. Mahabharata is already over. But the priest, when he narrates the story, doesn't put it in the what we call it as like past tense. Because the story is over, he has to put it in the past tense. But he does not put it in the past tense now. He tries to express the same story, that narration in the present tense. Why? To give more impact in the present moment. Rama goes to forest and there he meets an old lady called Shabari. The lady eats half the fruit and gives the rest to Lord Rama. Lord Rama cherishes the adulterated fruit deliciously, whereas Lakshmana looks in an aversive manner. Did you get me now? Point now? Now don't get up and ask in the temple, hey priest ji, Pujari ji, so ye khaani to ho gaya, kafi pehle baar. No, he is trying to tell you now the present moment. You are in the place of Shabari. Now Lord Rama comes to you. How do you respond now? So that is how the temple priest is trying to narrate the story there, right? So sometimes the past event is narrated in the present, like your grandmother and grandfather in those days. when they were trying to tell stories like, once upon a time there was a thief, and a thief used to rob the what we call it as the rich people. You will tell grandma, once upon a time now what I have to do now? I am not getting sleep. Now she has to tell you the story in the present tense now. Now it is night. The thief is opening the door. Mommy, don't, grandma, don't tell me now. Yes. So what happens now is a substitute for the simple past narrations, especially narrative stories like that. Please go through. So if you find sometimes narrations, you need to really work out that is in the simple present tense now. Number 5, to indicate a future event that is part of a plan or arrangement of simple present tense has the capacity to express future. It expresses future like, but which are the areas like? That is also very, very, to indicate a future event. There is a part of a plan or what we call as an arrangement. It should be a part of a plan. It should be schedule. You are standing at the railway platform. You listen to the announcement, please. The train is arriving at the platform number. The train will arrive at the platform number. Generally, they don't make such statements. Grammatically speaking, what we call it as the announcer tries to make an announcement like that. The train arrives to platform number. He has to say like that. The train will arrive. No, the train arrives because it is a schedule. So your plan or arrangements have to be expressed in simple present tense. The college will be reopening. We don't say the college reopens. It's a schedule, future schedule, plan. We go to Delhi next week. Delhi for Mumbai by the next email. We sail for America next Saturday. When does the college reopen? When will the college reopen? Don't ask. When will the college reopen? No. When does the college reopen? We have to ask. So sometimes future arrangements, future schedules, future itinerary programs have to be expressed in simple present tense only. That's why when you go to colleges like this, college will reopen. No. The notice has to say that college reopens. Right? Very good now. Number 6, it is used to introduce quotation sometimes. Why? Quotation was relevant yesterday. Today people use quotation and tomorrow also people use quotations like. That's why it's called simple. It's called simple present tense. So Shakespeare says, be neither a borrower nor a lender be. That's what he says like. Don't borrow and don't even give also. Kids says, you see that says, present tense now, because today also it is relevant. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Kids says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever, he says. So quotations can also be expressed in simple past depending on the previous sentence like. Right, number 7. It is used instead of the simple future tense in clause of time and of condition now, that is conditional clauses. Just wait, next chapter is that. So if I go to Delhi, I shall buy a watch. That is entirely a chapter. Let us wait. Number 8, as in broadcast commentaries on sporting events. Happen to listen in broadcast commentaries. How do they express? What tenses they usually express? The simple future, the simple present tense is used instead of the present continuous. Why? To describe activities in the progress, where there is stress on the succession of happenings rather than on the duration of the time. Which means you are watching maybe what we call it as the football match. Now the what we call it commentator. He will try to make a commentary like this now. He takes the ball, he passes, he kicks, and it's goal, he says now. The succession of events, one after the other. He's taking the ball. He has a ball in his hand. No, he doesn't say that. Succession of events like, especially the hurdle race, the running, sprinters run, the 100 meters dash. If you happen to listen, it's always in the simple present tense, like your commentary is like. Very good. So that is how the simple present tense is used. The number 9, the simple present tense is used instead of the present continuous with certain types of verbs. That verbs, I'll come back to that. Certain verbs, we don't use them in ing form. We always try to activate in simple present tense. You should know. I'm desiring to have a pen. No, I desire. I am loving him. No, I love him. I like him. There are certain verbs. We should not use them in ing form. We have to activate only in simple present tense. The list of the verbs comes in the present continuous. I'll show. Number 10. It is also used to express feelings. Yes. Emotions, ability, experience, disease, feelings. Just now I told you. I'm loving, we don't say. I love you. I shouldn't know. You are expressing your feelings. Your emotions again, like yes, emotions and feelings. Feelings, for example, I feel cold today. I'm feeling cold, don't say I feel cold. Ability, the bird has the ability to fly. Birds fly in the sky. Fishes swim in the river. Experience has to be narrated in simple present tense. Diseases have to be expressed in simple present tense. Okay, so therefore, please go through that one, students, now. So there is an exercise also. I'll come back to that exercise also, but combine it together like how present continuous and simple present tense. If we can go together like that, then it will be okay, students, like now, right? So this is 200F. I'll come back again now. Come, let us see again. Come to the table now here. Yes. Yeah. So come to present continuous, students, like now 190F. Okay, present continuous. Now continuous means there has to be ing form. Active voice and passive voice. Like in active voice we are using is, am, are plus ing. And there in passive voice is, am, are plus being plus V3, because that decorum cannot be changed. The boy is kicking the football. Now kicking will become kicked V3, I told you already. Right? And there has to be one helping verb is there. But since this is in the ing form, then we also have to activate being also. So the football is being kicked by the boy. You see that? The boy is not kicking the football. The football is not being kicked by the boy. Is the boy kicking the football? Is the football being kicked by the boy? Is the boy not kicking the football? Is the football not being kicked by the boy? And one more thing I have to tell you, students, like now sometimes you know these ones, but we can also express this before this WH family. What is that? WH family. When does the boy kick the football? Why does the boy kick the football? Now you can also go with why is the football not being kicked by the boy? Why is the football not being kicked by the boy? WH family. You can go with the WH family, please. If you know yes or no type, these are all yes or no types. So where do we activate such kind of present continuous? Present continuous, the word you see continuous, but when now, action is going on now, action is going on now at the time of speaking. I am speaking, at the same time action also is going on. Are you able to grasp your students now? Right? So we'll go with the usage point of view now, right? Let us see. You're having understood that the syntax, we have to go with the usage. Now come on, let us see. Right? Yes. Present continuous tense. Those students who have the book in front of you, you can see page number 207, please. Present continuous is used when for an action going on at the time of speaking. Now action going on. What are you doing? Sir, I am taking down the notes. For an action going on at the time of speaking, she is singing means now she is singing. The boys are playing football means now they are playing football. Now there is a question by students like, sir, when present continuous itself tells what, because she is singing means now only she is singing, but why do you again use the word now? It is nothing but to emphasize the present moment, that's all. Number 2, for a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. Temporary actions like not happening at the time of speaking. The general rule is happening at the time of speaking, but sometimes may not be happening. They are temporary actions. But which situations, like for example, you see, maybe you're walking on the road and at a distance, your friend is watering the garden, looking at you. Or you look at your friend and ask him, hey fellow, what are you doing there? And as you are watering the garden, you would respond him stating, I am reading Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. But what are you doing at that moment? You are watering the garden. Then what did you say? I am reading Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. Action is not taking place at the present moment. But then why did you activate present continuous? To tell him, fellow, these days, these temporary days, like these days, I am busy in reading a novel. That is what you are trying to say. But at that time, you are watering the garden. So sometimes for a temporary action, which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking, I'm reading Gulliver's Travels, but I am not reading at this moment. Number 3, for an action that is planned or arranged to take place in the near future, again, now you see that present continuous also has the capacity to express future. But when near future, there it was for timetables and schedules. But this is for near future, like we are going to the cinema tonight, near future. My father is arriving tomorrow, right? So sometimes you should know the difference of students like now. So supposing I say, I leave for Mumbai tonight. I am leaving for Mumbai tonight. I am going to leave for Mumbai tonight. In present continuous, there is something like what we call as a going to form also. I think it is coming in the next mail. Let me see. Going to form. Anyway, I'll come back to that. What is the difference between going to? Now always we say, no, I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on it. So there's a difference between present continuous and going to form, students. The going to form is nothing but something which is planned, something which is going to be executed, something which is pakka, and something what we have been pondering over it, something you have been what we call it as anticipating over it. Like participants have raised their hands. I'll come back, please. Now don't disturb me now. Right. Let me finish it up. First of all, this one, right. So something which you planned. I'm going to Mumbai tonight. What is that first one you said now? I leave for Mumbai tonight. I am leaving for Mumbai tonight. Present continuous. I'm going to leave for Mumbai tonight. I shall leave for Mumbai tonight. There are 4 ways of expressing future. So simple present tense like I leave for Mumbai tonight. So what do you mean by I leave for Mumbai tonight now? I leave for Mumbai tonight means it is not your personal, but what we call it as maybe office wants you to leave for Mumbai tonight. I leave for Mumbai tonight, which means I understand it's not your personal. But if you say I am leaving for Mumbai tonight, it's your personal work. I'm going to leave for Mumbai tonight, which means you bought the ticket, your luggage is ready, your car is ready now, you are just what we call it as about to leave for the station now, which means I am going to leave for Mumbai tonight. Means preparation has been made. I shall leave for Mumbai tonight. Immediate decision, that is simple future. So there is a difference between expressing simple present tense future, present continuous future, and future, which is already there, like, right. Now let me go with the next one now. Number 4, it has been pointed out before that the simple present tense is used for habitual actions. Very good. However, when the reference is to particularly obstinate habits, sometimes like habits, obstinate habit means like in spite of warning, in spite of threatening, you continue to do that. Then we active which persists. Then we activate present continuous. For example, in spite of advice or warning, we use the present continuous with an adverb like always, such with that such adverbs. In spite of warnings and all, like you continue to do that. Then we activate present continuous. My dog is very silly. It is always running out into the road. You bring and tie, it loosens and then runs onto the road. You bring and tie, stubborn actions. And sometimes the children, they are very stubborn like. So therefore, such situations, present continuous is activated, students, like right now. Number 5, just now I told you the following verbs on account of their meaning are not normally used in the continuous form. So don't use them in the continuous form. Right? Verbs of perception. There are a lot of verbs of perception like students like now. So sometimes like, why we don't use them in the, what we call it as like present continuous, like, right, students, like why we have to use them only in the simple present tense. That also you may ask me. I'll come back to that one, students, like I'll explain that. But just to try to recognize these expressions, please. Try to recognize these words. They are not generally used in the present continuous, which are the words like perceptions of the, all the words which are connected to our facial expressions. Seeing, hearing, hearing, smelling, and tasting, we don't use them. They are the faculty of mind. So we don't use them in ing forms like. So the first one is verbs of perception, like I see, we say. So see, hear, smell, notice, recognize. I am recognizing, don't say I recognize you. Next one, verbs of appearing. It is appearing, don't say it appears. It looks, it seems. Verbs of emotion. I am wanting, don't say I want. Already get tested these words. I am wishing, no, I wish you. Desiring, no, I'm feeling, no. I am liking, no, I like, I hate, I hope, refuse, prefer. I prefer coffee to tea. Verbs of thinking, don't say I'm thinking, please. The same verbs can also be used in ing form with the different meanings, like think, suppose, believe. I am believing, don't say I believe in you. Agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know. I am knowing this answer. No, don't say I know. I am understanding. No, I understand. I imagine. I mean, I mind. I shouldn't now. So therefore, certain these verbs, don't use them in ing. Which are the verbs? Perception, then appearing verbs, like, then again verbs of thinking also, emotions also, right? Then verbs like have, like have means like possessing. When you, the meaning is possessing, don't use them in ing form, students. Like for example, like I am owning a house. I possess, I am possessing. It's belonging to me. No, it belongs to, containing, consist of. Right? These verbs are used in the simple present. They may, however, be used in the continuous tense with the change of meaning. That also with the change of meanings, like, right? Yeah. I'm thinking of going to America now. You say thinking now, which means it's not sitting there and what we call it as like thinking like a philosopher there. Here it means idea, considering the idea whether to go or not. That is the meaning there now, students. Now, Mr. Mohan is minding. Normally we say, do you mind? No, I don't mind. But if you are activating the word minding, then the meaning is something like looking after somebody. Mr. Mohan is minding the baby, which means taking care. So when the meaning changes, you may use it, but otherwise, these expressions are not supposed to be used in the ing forms. Okay, right, here we go. Words are phrases that help us to recognize the sentence is in the present continuous. Now I'm taking breakfast. The word now has to give you some sense. It is activated in the present tense, present continuous. At present, English class is going on. Do you see the word now? Now. At present, listen, someone is knocking at the door. This expression will give you present. Look, someone is following us. Call him inside. He's getting wet in the rain. Let us go early. It's getting dark. Keep silence. The baby is sleeping. I think he is sleeping. Now, did you understand now? Such expressions will give you present continuous. If you find these expressions, which means that the tense have to be written in the present continuous, students now. Okay, right. Now, let me see present perfect now. But before that, we'll go with one exercise, students. Like I'll just take one or two. And there is exercise also, I think, in this book. The exercise has been generated, page number exercise book, please. Exercise book, not theory. Page number 135, 136, you find there. And yes, page number 138, you find 138. So maybe I think it has been given in this book also. Let me see after the rules, I think. Yes, you see there. Yes, it is given there. Yes, present, what we call as an exercise now, simple present tense students like now, right? Participants who raise their hands, just wait till I come back. Please write your doubts and just keep it, please. I have to just, come on, let me just go with that. So write the sentence in the third person singular. What is third person singular now? He, she, it now. I go to college every day will become now. He, she, it goes to college every day according to the instruction. Write the sentence in the third person singular now. They do exercises every morning. He does or she does exercises every morning. Do you go to college? Does she go to college? All men make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Or he makes mistakes. Or she makes mistakes. Fill in the blanks with the right word, don't or doesn't. Sita, third person students like now. I, we, you, they. We use expression do. He, she, it. We use expression does. And whenever we activate does or do plus, always we have to activate we one place. So therefore, Sita is what we call it as like she. So therefore, we have to activate Sita doesn't drink tea. Intelligent boys, which means they don't waste their time. Third one now, do you know his name? You. Number C, fill in the blanks with the right word have or has. So similarly, again, like we activate with the word I, we, you, they, we activate the word have. And he, she, it, we activate the word has. That's all. How many cards? As she. We have a hotel in Bangalore. Don't say we are having a hotel in Bangalore. Don't say. So the other expression is students like whenever you activate have ya has plus V3, verb has to be there with that. If it is a main verb, you need not use the word like. You need not use the expression. So have ya has plus V3. So we have a hotel like. We have bacon and eggs for breakfast. Has your sister a sweetie? Has your sister? Every person has his likes and dislikes now. So simple present or present continuous according to the sentence you're supposed to work out. I'll just do one or two. He rarely now, the word rarely has come in simple present tense only now. So the right way of expressing is rarely. He rarely visits his friends. Okay, very good. Now, what you do now? There is a word now, so there which we have to use now. What are you doing now? I am writing a poem. Bird fly ability. Bird flies and fish swims. It is a wonderful day. The sun shines or the sun is shining. Because of the expression is telling it is a wonderful day now. The sun is shining. But habitual actions, we say the sun shines in the east, the sun shines, that's all. He usually goes to the cinema every Friday, but now he is listening to the radio. She goes to college every day. He often comes to see the orphan. The child is crying because it is hungry now because of this expression present continuous. The Godavari flows into the Bay of Bengal. She usually does not write letters, but now she writes to her mother. She usually does not write. So therefore now work out students like now, right? Very good now. Then get questions 1 or 2. A person suffering from Alzheimer's disease, just now I told you it has to be used in the simple present tense, not simple present. Dash short-term memory loss, experienced is simple past, as experienced is present perfect. Is experienced present continuous, therefore this is the right answer. Like a person suffering from Alzheimer's disease experiences a short-term memory loss. Change it into present continuous. I speak will become now I am speaking. You can go on as many as possible now, right? Very good. Put the verbs in brackets into the shall or will form and going to form. I give you my pen, the shall form, I shall give you my pen, and I am going to give you my pen, both have to be. I plant a banana tree here, I shall plant a banana tree here. I am going to plant a banana tree here now. I shall plant, what is the difference now? I shall plant a banana, immediate decision. I'm going to plant a banana tree here now. Yesterday I prepared it, I bought it, it is ready there. I'm going to dig the ground. This is the meaning now, right? So please work out with others also, students now. Sixth one, I have not yet come to the what we call it as the conditional tense. Once I come to the conditional tense, you will be in a better position to do the sentence like get question. That's all, right? Put the verbs in brackets into the present perfect tense. Now, G, I have not yet taught you present perfect. Now we'll go with the syntax point of view, present perfect. Come on, let us see now. So what is present perfect syntax? Right. Future perfect. No. Where is present perfect in this? I think it is missing. The slide is missing. Simple past we have, past continuous we have, past perfect. One slide is missing. Okay, at least one of the books. Like if you don't have that, you can work out with the one of the books. We can work out present. Take the present perfect in the book exercise book, page number 135. Theory book also, if you have, you can take that present perfect. Now, come on, let us see now. I'll just go with the word present perfect here. Have, ya, has plus V3. And the present perfect continuous. Have, ya, plus. Right. Some of them have raised their hands. I'll come back to them, please. Present perfect continuous tense and present perfect. Now, come on, let us see. Okay, right. So those students who have the book 135 present perfect. Now, let us see the syntax now. The boy has kicked the football. That's all. And the passive voice will be the ball. The football has been, because the be third form is been now. So with has we have to use been. Been, yes. So the boy has been kicking the football. Right, students, now. Negative sentence like, sorry, that is present perfect. Come now. The boy has kicked the football has been kicked by the boy. Negative sentence, the boy has not kicked the football has not been kicked by the boy. Interrogative, has the boy kicked the football? Has the football been kicked by the boy? Interrogative, has the boy not kicked the football? Has the football not been kicked by the boy? You can also use the WH also. When has the boy kicked the football? When has the football been kicked by the boy? Try to master this concept, students, like now. So this is how, this what we call it as like present perfect. And I'll also go with the present perfect continuous also, both together now. Have, ya, has plus been plus ing. The boy has been kicking the football. There is no past, there's no passive voice because already been has come. There cannot be been, no. BB, no. No, there cannot be two BBs. There cannot be what, because of B and was now again, now there cannot be like. So that's how, so that's why these all perfect continuous tenses don't have the passive voice. So the boy has been kicking the football. The boy has not been kicking the football. Has the boy been kicking the football? Has the boy not been kicking the football, students? Now, are you able to understand now? Right. So once you have understood this concept, then we'll move to the usage point of view. Now, the most confusing tense, present perfect, students, like what is this most confusing? Why it is confusing? Let me just check and see with this one. All right. Yeah, present perfect tense students now. Those students who have the book, theory book, you will find there. Page number, yeah, page number you will find there. Present perfect tense 207. You find the theory book. So the theory has been given there now. Come on, let us see what is the how it has to be looked into and what is the significant way of looking into present perfect tense. Highly confused one with the simple past and past perfect. Here we go, students. Come on, let us see now. Exercise I'll ask. Let me be in touch with you also. Let me see now. First of all, let us see. Present perfect. Now, perfect means what? First of all, let you know first. Perfect means action completed. But when? Present moment. Action completed in the present moment. Action completed in the past, simple past. Okay, this tense indicates an action that took place in the past, no doubt. This took place in the past, but it is associated with the present idea now. It has some link with the present. That's why it's called a present perfect. Yesterday action has been done, you put it in the simple past. But just now an action has been completed, put it in the present perfect form, please. That's all. That is the difference. Sometimes action might have started 10 days ago also, but it has something to do with the present now. Then you have to activate it, present perfect. An action has been done in the past and which has no relevance to the present moment, simple past. Then why there is a confusion between simple past and present perfect now? Yes, for an action just completed, you see the just completed when the resulting state is still present now. That it's a cause, what we call it as its effect is felt in the present now. The resulting state is there still in the present. That is the most important, students, now. Still present. If you have not understood the word still present, then you will lose the track. Still present now. I have lost my pen. Now, what is the meaning of I have lost my pen now? Its effect you should feel now. Maybe yesterday you have lost your pen, no problem. But I'm using present perfect. I have lost my pen. What is the effect now? Having lost your pen, what is the effect that falls on you now? Which means as a result of that, now I don't have the pen to take down the exercise. That is the meaning of this present perfect. It has something to do with its effect is to be felt in the present now. Supposing he has taken the money, which means now I don't have the money. The effect is I don't have the money now. Supposing I say, the lift has broken. The lift broke. Now the lift has broken now. Which means what now? What is the effect of the lift has broken? What is its effect that is falling on you now? That effect you have to take into consideration. As a result of that, I am taking the staircase. That is the meaning there. The lift broke. Let us see what is simple past tense now. So that is the meaning. With activities completed in the immediate past, sometimes we have to use the word just is often used. My brother has just come recently. Just means what we call it as like recently completed action also has to be activated like. So sometimes resulting state whose effect has to be felt. Then the next one is what we call it as like immediately action has been done. Then generally we say she has just come, we say. Number two, for an action begun in the past and still continuing to the present also. I have taught this class for 5 years. So what is the meaning there now? And I am still teaching it. But if I say I taught this class for 5 years, a simple past, now I am not teaching. Its effect you don't feel now. Simple past means action is over and it does not have any relevance with the present moment. I have taught this class for 5 years means still teaching, but note that the simple past, note that simple past is used to denote a past action completed in a period or in the past, like, okay, he was here for 2 hours. He has been here for 2 hours. What is the difference now? He has been here for 2 hours means he's there now also. He was here for 2 hours. He left. but he is not here now. She said that sentence now. He was here for 2 hours, he's not here. I taught this class for 5 years. I have taught this class for 5 years, we're still teaching. But if I say I taught this class for 5 years and I am not teaching today, but I don't want to teach it now. Did you get the difference, friends? Now the difference have to be met. Right. Number 3 is very important, students. Now for a past action, the time of which is not given sometimes. Now be reminded, please, time is not given. When the time is not given, activate present perfect, please. And simple past, time has to be given, please. That is the difference now. When the time of the action is indefinite, which means I don't know, the time is not given. Example, I have seen this film. I don't know when I have seen, but I have seen it. He has taken my bicycle. Don't know when he has taken, but he has taken my bicycle. But if the time of the past action is given, if the time is given, the simple past must be used. I saw this film last year. Don't say I have seen this film last year. With the present, how can you associate past time, please? I have seen this film last year. No, don't. That is the sentence is wrong. You cannot activate past time with the present perfect, students. Like right now, I saw this film last year. He took my bicycle yesterday. You see that time has been given, which means simple past. Warning, never use the present perfect tense with words or phrases like ago. Don't activate present perfect like yesterday, last year, in 1970, the other day. Why? Which indicates a past time. So therefore, you cannot activate with these ones with the present perfect tense now. There are some words and phrases that are often used with the present perfect tense. And which are the words like? These are the words we can use. Just, since, for, already, often, never, ever, always, now, today, this week, this month, this year, up to now, so far, lately, yet, recently, to date, during the last past 6 months, for the last year, for the past 6 months, in the last year, in the past 6 months, over the past 6 months, students, like now. Are you able to understand now? So this is how we activate present perfect. Time has been given, which means simple past. If time is not given, then they activate present perfect now. I have already seen this film. He has been a sincere worker so far. Up to now, I have given him 500 rupees. Up to now is an expression which indicates present. Have you ever fallen off a horse? In questions, we use the word ever, students, like. And in negatives, like no, I have never fallen off a horse. Negative, you have to use the word never. I have always lived in a houseboat. So I always lived in a houseboat. Like I have often wondered why he did this now. Sometimes you have to be a little careful, students. Now, present perfect, which means the other clause can be in the simple past also, no problem. Because these are expressing the past ideas. I often wondered why he did this. But generally, students, like present will never go with the past. But this is how present perfect it is. So he did this in the past. Simple past tense now. Okay, right. Very good now. Now we'll go with the present perfect continuous tense. The same thing now. The present perfect continuous is used for an action which began at some time in the past, exists in the present, and may likely to enter into future. Began in the past, exists in the present, and may likely enter into future. That is what we have to say now. They have been playing for 2 hours and are still playing. That is the meaning there. They have been building the house for several months. Still now they are building. They have been working since 9 o'clock. So here we activate the word one for and one what we call it as the since. Since is a point of time, exact time, point of time. And for is a period. So period of time for 2 days, period of time. Since Monday, since January, Pakka time, since 1991. Are you able to understand, students, now, right? So with present perfect and simple, present perfect and present perfect continuous, we use them now. I have been studying in this college since since 2000, maybe 17. But don't say, I am studying in this college since present continuous. You cannot use the since. But many people say, I am studying since 6 o'clock. Foolishness. The rule says present continuous is used to express an action going on at the time of speaking. How can you bring an action from 6 o'clock in the morning, please? You cannot do that. So what you have to say is that I am studying what because that's all. But if you want to bring the time, you have to say I have been studying since 6 o'clock in the morning. You have to say students like, very good now. They have been working since 9 o'clock. Distance is sometimes used for an action already finished. In such cases, the continuity of the activity is emphasized as an explanation for something like, why are your clothes so wet? I have been watering the plants. Like when you want to emphasize something, you have to activate present perfect continuous students. Like very good now. So let me just take you let me see whether you can do that. Yes, the exercise is in front of you. Can you try this one now? Put the verbs in brackets into the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, have ya, has plus V3. The post just come. You have to say the post has just come. Mohan play football. I want someone now. Make it or change it into present perfect. That's all. A sentence now. Come on, let me see who will do that. Anyone in the class? Yes. Bharat Kumar. What bete? Mohan play football. How do you change it into present perfect, please? Anil.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, Anil. Mohan play football. How will you change that to present perfect?
Mohan has played football.
And the rule says activate the word just also, please. So Mohan has just played football. Yes. Now, okay, very good, very good. Absolutely right, please. Let me also check with someone else also now. Vignata.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vignata. Second one now. I not see him for a long time.
I haven't seen him for a long time.
Very good. I haven't seen him for a long time now. Somebody steal my mobile phone.
Somebody have stolen my mobile.
Somebody have ya has.
Somebody has stolen my mobile.
My mobile phone. Very good, beta. Right. Very good. Very good. Come on, let me also just look into one or two more candidates. Right. Let us see now. Nistala. I just take coffee.
I have just taken coffee.
I have just taken coffee. Your uncle come. There is a question mark there.
Your uncle has come.
Is it a question, man?
No.
Then?
Has your uncle come?
Has your uncle come? Very good, Chaitanya. Good. Right. Jayalakshmi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. This one, sixth one, I have not done that, but that is one of the important small bit. Tom hasn't any spare time. Should I say neither I have or neither have I? Add the appropriate remark now. Tell me whether you can do that one or not.
Neither have I.
Very good. Whenever you begin a sentence with negatives, like just now, I told you also, just let me give you here now. Whenever you begin a sentence in negative, students, like immediately after that one, there should be a verb like. Similarly, hardly I had gone, don't say now, hardly had I. There also hardly had I. You see that this is a negative word now. So negative words, immediately after that, there should be a verb now. Hardly I, don't say. Scarcely had I. Nevertheless have. So first of all, students, like neither have I. This will be absolutely the right answer. Like So when you begin a sentence in negatives, see that immediately after that, there is a verb and you are going to make a question rather than making a statement, students, like now. Very good, Jayalakshmi now, right? Let me just see now. Rewrite the sentences in the present perfect tense. Remove the words or phrases indicating past time and use just as shown in the example, like Rama came in 1 hour ago, that is in the simple past. Try to change it to present perfect using the expression just. Rama has just come in. Jayalakshmi, he swam across the river yesterday.
He has just swum across the river.
He has just
Swum.
that is a gate question. People say he has swam across the river. No. Swim, swam, swum. He has just
SWUM.
across the river. Can I use that with that?
Sir?
He just swam across the river yesterday.
No, sir, we cannot use that.
We cannot use yesterday like now. Very good. Let me just see. I don't have any others also. Jayalakshmi, you yourself continue. He told me the news last night.
Sir?
Last night.
He has just told me the news.
He has just told me the news. Very good, Jayalakshmi. There's one candidate. Let me also ask. Yes, Sarthak. On Friday,
I
cinema.
have a doubt actually.
Tell me.
Sir, in this, he swam across the river yesterday. Can we say it like just yesterday he swam across the river?
Don't use the word just with past, please.
Okay.
Just we have to use this very clearly given. We have to use with present perfect only, students. Right? Tell me the next one now. On Friday, we went to the cinema.
Just Friday we went.
We have just start with them.
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday, don't say please.
No. Just Friday we went.
Don't use the word just with Friday because Friday is past tense.
Friday is a past. Yes.
We have gone to the cinema just now. We have to say we have just gone to the cinema. Okay, right?
Okay.
Now, right. Good. Right. So 1 hour ago, I lent him ₹100 now, which means I have just lent him ₹100. He left the college at 5 p.m. He has just left the college. He mailed me at 10 a.m. He has just mailed me. Did you understand the difference between now simple past and present perfect now? And most often confusion is past perfect again now. Once I come to the past perfect, this difference also will vanish. So let me just move on to the next one now, students. Now let us see now. Put the verbs in brackets into the present perfect continuous. Very easy. I teach this class for 5 years, which will now become now. I have been teaching this class for 5 years. I sleep for 3 hours. He has been sleeping for 3 hours. He read lessons all the morning now. He has been reading lessons all the morning, students now. Very good. So that it present perfect continuous tense. So we can activate present perfect continuous now. Put the verbs into the present perfect or simple past. I want someone now. Come on, let us see. Yes, Jayalakshmi. Yes, Nistala.
I went to the village. Last week, I went to my village. That will be simple past.
That is simple past. Already there. Last week. Last week. What is that we have to say? Put the verbs in the brackets in the present perfect or simple past now. So it will become last week I
went to my village.
Went to my village. That's all. Very good. Very good. Right, Nistala. Let me also look into someone else. Shankar Ishwari.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Second one. I not see him for 5 years.
I haven't seen him for 5 years.
Absolutely right. I haven't seen him for 5 years now. Very good. I'll just give someone else chance also now. Let me just check. Manisha. He just finished his typing.
He has finished his typing.
He has just also.
He has just finished his typing.
Very good. Or else he has finished his typing. It's okay.
Typing,
No problem.
yes.
Okay, very good. I'll just give one more chance to someone else now. Pawan, I live in Hyderabad last year.
I lived in Hyderabad last year.
Very good. Absolutely right. Very good. So now you know the distinction, how to make these distinctions now. Next one, Anil. I leave home at 4 and I get here at 6. Anil.
I have lived home at 4 and got here at 6.
Sure.
Yes, and got here at 6.
Let me ask Kamala to correct yourself. I'll give someone else also a chance. Let me see now. Sanju.
I left home at 4 and got here at 6.
Absolutely right. No present perfect, please. Time is given, so you have to use simple past. I left home at 4 and got here at 6. We have to say. Very good, Adeline. Now, right. Now, let me see the sixth sentence, like whether someone can give me now. Sanju, try this one. Look at the sentence, please, very carefully. The aircraft dash take off. As soon as is a conjunction now. It is joining one more sentence. Its flight plan was filed.
Was allowed to.
I have not given any clues, but I am asking you, the aircraft dash take off as soon as its flight plan was filed.
Will be allowed to.
Which one?
No, has been allowed. Option D.
Have been allowed to. Okay. Sanju, I'll come back to you. Let me see. This is how the questions have been raised in exam. But let me just look into someone else. Gaurav.
Sir, was allowed to. C option.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Why do you say was allowed to?
So because it actually happened in past.
The decorum of the tense have to be always seen, students. Now, if the main clause is in the past tense, your subordinate clause also should be and must be in the past tense. That is the rule. So your subordinate clause is there as its flight plan was filed. It is already in the past tense. How can you go with the present tense here or future tense here now? Not permitted. So the right expression is very easy. So the decorum, the rule of the sentence is that if the main clause is in the past tense, a sub clause also should be and must be in the past tense. Don't jumble with anything else, please. This very good. Now slowly we are learning students. Like good, Gaurav. Good. Right. Then again, seventh one is the conditional tense. I have not yet taught. I'll come back to you now. I told you, conditional tense is very important now because GATE is tested that. Pawan, I'll come back to you now. Right. Let me see. Right. So let me go with one more and see what exactly come let us see. Yeah, this is again adverb chapter. I'll come back to that one, students, now. Right. So the key also has been given. Let me also give the key for present and whatever now key. Yes. So far what we have done. Yes. Simple past we have not yet come yet now. Right. Okay. But don't worry about simple past also. I have given past perfect now. Simple past. Sorry. Okay. Now from here onwards, we can move a little faster because it's very easy now. Most of us, we have got the right. Now we'll go with the simple past, first syntax, then I'll come back syntax. Right. The students who have the simple past, let us see that. So did plus V1 now. So what is that now? So the word did is activated with all the person students now without any I, we, you, they, he, she, it. We always have to use the word did, you can activate. And one more important rule is did plus V1. Be careful, please. Students still make mistakes. I didn't came. I didn't wanted. I didn't forgot. What is it? I didn't forgot, man. We have to use did plus V1, please. Always use I didn't go. I didn't come. I didn't write a letter. I didn't wrote a letter. What is I didn't wrote a letter now? Double past tense is not permitted together. So if it is one past, it should be another one should be present students now. Very good now. So simple past tense affirmative sentence did plus one. Now let us see. Was a word in the passive voice plus V3 now. The boy kicked the football. Kick V2 is kicked now. So the boy kicked the football. The football was kicked by the boy. So subject and predicate crisscross it. Then make change now. Negative sentences now. The boy did not kick the football. And the simple past that is passive voice is the football was not kicked by the boy. Interrogative. Did the boy kick the football? Interrogative means questions like was the football kicked by the boy? Interrogative negative sentence. Did the boy not kick the football? Was the football not kicked by the boy now? Okay, right, very good. Past continuous also. Was verb plus ing, was verb plus being plus V3. Just as present and simple present tense and present continuous, simple past and past continuous. There it was is am are, there it is was were, that's all. There it was do does, there here it is did. Now was were. Now again let us see now. The boy was kicking the football. Past continuous. Now we'll come to that. What is the usage now? The football was being kicked by the boy. The boy was not kicking the football. The football was not being kicked by the boy. Was the boy kicking the football? Was the football being kicked by the boy? Was the boy not kicking the football? Was the football not being kicked by the boy students now? So syntax has been got now. So once the syntax is got, then we will move on to the next one now. The usage point of view. Come on, let us see. Yes. Simple past tense. Come on, here we go now. Now the usage, students. Now simple past tense. The theory book part. You will find in the theory book page number. Simple past. Yeah. Page number 208, please. 208. A quick glance, which we have already done. Come on, let us see now. The simple past is used to indicate an action completed in the past. That's all. It does not have any relevance. It often occurs with adverbs or adverb phrases of a past time. Just now we have seen yesterday and all like. What is the difference between I have done my work, I did my work? The simple difference is that I have done my work means as a result of doing my work, its effect you should feel it. I have done my work means the meaning is not that you did your work there. The meaning is I have done my work means as a result of doing my work, now I am taking rest. That is the meaning of the sentence there. I have done my work means now I am taking rest. I did my work yesterday. Work is over, that's all. Work is over. It does not have any relevance with the present moment now. That's the meaning there. So let us see now. The steamer sailed yesterday. So with these expressions, we use simple past. I received his email a week ago. He left school last year. He left to school the last year, don't say last year. Sometimes this tense is used without an adverb of time. In such cases, the time may be either implied or indicated by the context. Sometimes time may not be given by the context is very clear here now. I learned Hindi in Delhi. So which means what? No time is given. When you were in Delhi, you learned Hindi. I didn't sleep well, which means it is understood last night. I didn't sleep well last night. Instead of saying last night, it is understood. The context is clear. Baba defeated Rana Sangha at Kanwa. It's over already. The simple past is also used for past habits also. Yes. Once upon a time, you had past habit. He studied many hours every day, but today he doesn't study. She always carried an umbrella. Maybe today she doesn't carry. Past habits, students, like past habits, we say. Okay, right? So very easy. These are simple past tense. Then again, past continuous. Only one more two rules now. The past continuous is used to denote an action going on at some time in the past. In the past, it was going on for a period of time. Continuity of the action have to be mentioned there. The time of the action may or may not be indicated. We were watching TV all evening. Now you see the word all evening will give a clue. Action was going on continuously for a period of time. It was getting darker. The light went out while I was reading. One of the most important rules is students like now. Simple past plus past continuous is used together. But how do we activate simple past and past continuous together, students, now? So the first action and the second action, we call it as like. So we were watching TV, for example, like let us see now, what is the first action? And the light went out while I was reading. So this is the first action, like past continuous is the first action. And this is the second action, So simultaneous actions again. Simultaneous actions like one after the other. I am not saying simultaneous, same time. So we are activating simple past and past continuous, students. Now you see this sentence, you will understand it better. The light went out while I was reading. Same time. While I was reading, what happened at the same time? The light went out. Simultaneous actions. Please be reminded in the exam, please. One after the other is past perfect. But simultaneous actions is simple past and past continuous. So there is a new action and there is a old action now. What is the new action and old action now? He was what we called as like the light went out while I was reading. While I was reading is the new action. The light went out is the old action. So the light went out while I was reading, students, like now. So sometimes what we call it as like, so continuity of the action like. So there are two actions here now, but simultaneously. The light went out while I was reading. While I was reading. Right, continuously, what happened? Something has happened, the light went out. Right now, this tense is also used with always, continually, etc. for persistent habits in the past. Action was being stubborn with you continuously for some time. He was always talking in the class, habitual actions again, but in the past continuously. So he was always talking in the class, students, like now. Right, very good now. So this is how we activate the what we call it as like present perfect, students, like the simple past and past continuous now. So just I will finish definitely this past and future. Maybe let me see. Let me just go with the what we call it as the exercise, students, like now. Right, let us see the exercise here now. Exercise. Change it into past continuous now. I wrote will become now I was writing. Put the verbs in the following sentences into the simple past tense now. He comes late will become now he came late now. We know her name, which means we knew her name. She drinks coffee, she drank coffee. Others, you do it by yourselves. Put the verbs in the past continuous tense now. I go to the market, which means I was going to the market. When I went to see him, he was studying. When I went to see him, simultaneous action, students. Now, when I went to see him. So there are some conjunctions like when, then again while, then again like. So sometimes these are the ones like when I went to see him, he was studying. Simultaneous. Someone disturbed me while I was reading. While he was learning to drive, he had several accidents. She was always studying while they were amusing themselves. Sometimes two are in the past continuous because of the expression always, which we have to use ing form. She was always studying while they were amusing themselves. The girls were afraid because it was getting dark. Students like, be careful, please, be careful. Now let me see who will give me these sentences now. Put the verbs in brackets into the simple past or past continuous tense. When she was in the room, dacoits broke into the house and stole. Sometimes simple past, simple past, simple past. Get exam. All last year, he dashed for the competitive examination because of the expression last year. All last year, he was preparing. The students stand up as soon as the lecturer entered the class will become the students stood up as soon as the lecturer entered the class. Both are in the simple past. One can be expressed in past perfect also. I'll come back. The lights went out while we were writing letters. She was burning her fingers while she was cooking the dinner. Can we say like that? No, she burnt her fingers while she was cooking the dinner, students like now, right? This one, the unreal past, I have not yet come. This is in the conditional tense. I have to wait. Conditional tense has not been done. Past perfect tense of the given verbs in bracket, students like now, right? So past perfect I have not yet taken yet. Okay, so this is past perfect, students like now, right? So past perfect, there is only one or two rules, students like very quickly I'll brush through that. Past perfect. So very easy. Past perfect is one of the easiest ones. Like book, look into the book, students like past perfect had plus V3 now. Had plus V3. You see that. What is this had plus V3 now? If you see the table there, had plus V3, that's all. But when do we activate had plus V3? We will see that. Past perfect, had plus V3, had plus been plus V3. The boy had kicked the football. The football had been kicked by the boy. You just go with the negative ones and see. Past perfect continuous. Had plus been plus ing. The boy had been kicking the football. Okay, right. There's no passive voice here now. So what is the past perfect now? Had plus V3. And the word had to be activated with I, we, you, he, she, it. Only one rule, students like. We'll finish it up this one now. They, it takes had place. All the persons takes had now. Okay, right. Let us see now. So what is the general rule of past perfect? Now always confusion with the simple past and past perfect. I'll clarify. Use the past perfect tense of the verbs given in brackets like. So first of all, its usage like. Where is its usage? Past perfect tense, students now. The past perfect describes an action. Just I'll come back afterwards. Now, first let us listen to the second rule, students now. If two actions happened, two actions will be there. If two actions happened in the past, it may be necessary to show which action happened earlier than the other, which means there are two actions. One after the other. First action, past perfect. Second action. Simple past. That's all. So which means there are two clauses here now, right? The past perfect is mainly used in such situations. The simple past is used in one clause and the past perfect in the other. As when I reached the station, the train had started. So then again, there is a conjunction now here now. You can ask yourselves this question. Ask a question to the verb now. When I reached the station, the train had started now. First of all, ask, you reached the station first or the train started first? Train started first. Then only you reached, which means the second action now. So the first action will be past perfect. See, the train had started is the first action now. Reaching the station is what we call it as the second action. Or you can also say that like this also. The train had started when I reached the station now. Crisscross is possible, but don't change the decorum of the sentence like. So which means I couldn't get into the train now. I had done my exercise when Mohan came to see me. Ask yourself now. First doing the exercise or Mohan came to see? First you did the exercise, then only Mohan came. I had written the letter before he arrived now. You wrote the letter before he arrived, which means first action is, I had written the letter first action. Before he arrived is the second action now. So expressions like before, expressions like after, expressions like when, these are all conjunction students like one after the other action. Please remind it, that's all. If you can do that, then I think it's very, very easy students like now. So past perfect continuous, again the same thing like, there are two actions. The first action was going on for some time till that past action occurred. The past perfect continuous is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past, and continued up to that time. Up to that time means the simple past. For example, you see this. When Mr. Mohan came to school in 1965, Mr. Anand had already been teaching there for 5 years now. Now tell me now, who came first now? Mohan or Anand now? Anand came first. This is the first action. Then only what we call it as a Mohan. Mr. Anand had already been teaching there for 5 years. When Mr. Mohan came to the school in 1965. So the first action is what we call it as students like now, right? So which means already this is 1960 this is. And it went up to what we call it as 1965. So Mr. Anand had already been teaching there for 5 years when Mr. Mohan came to the school in 1965. Wonderful students like now. That is how we express these sentences like, right? So past perfect now. Let us see the exercise now. After he loses his job, he sought my help now. First of all, always ask a question now. Losing the job first or seeking the help first now? You lost your job first. After he had lost his job, he sought my help. The professor noticed that some students not do their home assignment. Now, first of all, now, is it doing the home task or noticing the task first now? First you have to do the work, then only professor will notice. So which means the professor noticed that some students had not done their home assignment. First doing, then only noticing, second action. He lay down to rest after he typed all the letters now. First lying down or typing now? First is typing. Then he lay down to rest after he had typed all the letters. Always ask this question to the verbs of first action, second action, you will get the answer. They found that 5 prisoners escaped the previous night. Ending or escaping? First day they escape, then only you find out. So which means escape is the past perfect now. They found that 5 prisoners had escaped the previous night. On his anniversary, he wore the suit which his uncle sent him. First wearing or sending? Sending. So uncle had sent him, we should say. Supply the correct tense, simple past or past perfect tense of the verbs in brackets now. Past perfect for the first action, simple past for the subsequent action now. He go home after he settled all the accounts now. He went home after he had settled all the accounts, like first settling, then only going home now. As soon as he discovered the police, he ran away. First discovering or running? First you discover, then only you run, which means as soon as he had discovered, he ran away. When the hooting stopped, the minister began his speech. First hooting should stop, then only minister will begin the speech now. When the hooting had stopped, the girl find the pen which she lose. First finding or first losing? You lose first. This is the past perfect. The girl found the pen which she had lost. When he finished writing the exercises, he go to bed now. First finishing or going to bed? First you finish, which means this is past perfect. When he had finished writing the exercises, he went to bed now. He speak about the places he visit. First visiting or speaking? First visiting only, no? He spoke about the places he had visited. The students were able to get good marks in English as they had done all the exercises, students now. Right, very good now. So wonderful way of mastering these one, students. So just well, these are all gate questions. I'll come back to you in my next class. Some are the conditional tenses, like I'll come back to conditional tenses afterwards now. So the key has already been given now. Key, past tense, students now. Key has been given there. Simple future. So this is already been done now, right? Very good, students. Now I have taken some of your time again. So simple future, just there is 1 or 2 rules, like tomorrow I'm going to handle those ones, followed by conditional tenses and adjective chapter also. So tomorrow we have session, please. Sunday I will not take class, but some other one may handle it. But Monday I will have one more session. So tomorrow conditional tenses and adjective will get over. Okay, and one more session is preposition and what we call it as a little bit of the reading comprehensions and jumbling sentences, like that will be our final session now. Is it okay? Right, students now. Right, very good now. If you have any doubts, you can raise me your hands and then so that I can just go through that. Yugashri.
సార్ టీచర్ సర్టిఫికేట్ అని ఒక స్లైడ్ ఉంది కదా సార్, అది ఒకసారి ఓపెన్ చేయరా సార్?
ఎక్కడన్నది టీచర్ సర్టిఫికేట్? టీచర్ ఏది అనాలజీయా?
ఎస్ సార్,
దట్ ఈస్ అనాలజీ.
ఐ థింక్ 200 అనుకుంటా సార్.
చెప్పినా
సార్ నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ సార్. ఎమోషన్ ఫీలింగ్స్ అనేది సేమ్ కరెక్టే కదా సార్?
ఎక్కడ ఏ క్వశ్చన్ అది?
నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్ సార్. దాని ముందే సార్, అది 7th వన్, రిఫ్లెక్షన్ లైట్. అంటే ఇవి కరెక్ట్ ఉన్నాయి పెట్టకుండా దానికి రిలేటెడ్ ఉన్నట్టు పెట్టాలా సార్?
ప్రాపర్టీ చూడాలి అక్కడ. రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ లైట్ కదా. ఎమోషన్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ ఫీలింగ్, ప్లీజ్. అంతే కదా?
ఎమోషన్ కి ఫీలింగ్ కరెక్ట్ కాదా సార్?
కాదు కాదు, నువ్వు ప్రాపర్టీ తీసుకున్నాను ఇక్కడ. అంటే మనం సీక్వెన్స్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఏంది? అది రిఫ్లెక్షన్ అండ్ లైట్ సినానిమ్స్ వర్డ్స్ అని అట్లా తీసుకోవద్దు మనం. ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ. రిఫ్లెక్షన్ అనేది ఏంటి? ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ లైట్. అంతే కదా? రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ లైట్. సో వాట్ షుడ్ బి ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఎకో ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ సౌండ్. అంతే కదా? బట్ వీ డోంట్ సే ఎమోషన్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ ఫీలింగ్. వీ డోంట్ సే.
సార్ ఎమోషన్ కి మరి ఏ మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది సార్?
ఎమోషన్ అండ్ ఫీలింగ్స్ ఆర్ సినానిమ్స్ అక్కడ. అంతే. ఆల్మోస్ట్ లైక్ ఎమోషన్స్ అండ్ ఫీలింగ్స్ లైక్ సినానిమ్స్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ ఇట్ యాస్. ఎకో అండ్ సౌండ్ సినానిమ్స్ కాదు కదా? కాదు కాదు, అది ప్రాపర్టీ. అది మ్యూజిక్ అండ్ టేప్ సినానిమ్స్ అనొచ్చా? లేదు లేదు, అది కూడా కాదు. మ్యూజిక్ ఈజ్ రెడ్ ఆన్ ఏ టేప్. సో దేర్ ఫోర్ రిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఇస్ ద ప్రాపర్టీ ఆఫ్ లైట్ అన్నమాట అక్కడ. సరేనా? ఇంకేమన్నా ఉందన్నా?
లేదు సార్.
రైట్, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. రైట్ రైట్. సార్థక్.
Sir, can we say it that emotion is a property of mind? If there was some like emotion : mind
is the property of mind.
Yeah.
Can we say emotion is the property of mind or emotion is the faculty of mind now? That's what generally we say enough. The
Okay.
faculty, we say faculty. Faculty of mind is your feelings, your emotions, your smell, your taste.
Mhm.
Right? But it's very clear, actually, analogical questions, there is relationship between reflection and light. If you say it is the property of light, there is no other way like.
Okay.
Right, beta. Right. Very good now. Any doubts, Sarthak? Right, beta.
No, sir.
Right, beta. Right. So very good. You have been patiently listening to me. I have not, because I had to rush a little bit. Students like, I'm coming to almost verge of completion of some things, like some unwanted ones, not necessary, but I don't want to load much with that. So tomorrow I can wind up the conditional tenses. Very, very important. Every year we get, like, it's already there in the notes. I've written already. Then to adjective, and this one will get over tomorrow. If it is time permits, I'll look into those ones also, which one the a little bit of the reading comprehension and the sequence of sentence, that also I'll try to cover up. Right? Wonderful. Now, right? Let us see. Good.